When it comes to programming for multiple clients, I find one thing that we as trainers fall victim to is falling into a box where we're only choosing 1 to 2 versions of common exercises such as push-ups, pull-ups, lunging, and squatting that get results that we know are effective, but over multiple cycles become very familiar to our clients and oftentimes become boring. With that in mind, the true art of this programming thing is to come up with effective exercise variations that utilize the same movements but put a unique spin on these movements to kind of keep things fresh, keep our clients interested, give the body a little bit more variation. And with this in mind, what I'm going to do is utilize a couple common pieces of equipment that you might have available to you, if say you don't have a dumbbell or barbells, that you can utilize to really progress some movements that we like. Okay, one of our staple movements for progressing clients is a row. Okay, what I've got here is a jungle gym. You can also use a TRX. And one of the first progressions we're going to start a client out with is a row. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm just keeping my shoulder blades down and back, I'm keeping everything together. I'm just performing a simple pull-up. All right, to make this exercise harder, you can walk it in, starting with the knees bent, pulling up. And as the client becomes better, straighten the legs out. All right, once the client gains proficiency in this, you can either move to the floor or you can bring one leg up to add an element of instability. Some other effective variations for pulling on a TRX or a jungle gym would be a face pull, reverse fly. Okay, some wide Ys where we're pulling up like this, and what are called Ws. Again, for the most part, these are exercises that can be progressed pretty well, and we can insert into multiple cycles. That's really one of the main criteria that you want to look at. Can we progress these exercises? Can we make them harder? Or are these things that are kind of more gimmicky and not necessarily useful to us? For pushing, what we like are variations of a simple push-up. Utilizing the straps here, we start a client up here, a little more unstable the straps. The goal is to keep the shoulder blades down and back, form a push-up motion. And again, to progress this, we would just walk down and push in this manner. To add a little bit of instability, again, you can come onto one leg. As you can see, it's difficult. Just pushing up. Another variation of this pushing exercise would be hammer grip push-up, or I'm sorry, a neutral grip push-up, or a fly. Okay, now the other thing that we can do with this is we can bring the feet off the ground. You can actually put your feet in the straps here and perform what is called an atomic push-up, where you're in this position, you're pushing up, you're elevating the feet, kind of creating an advanced progression for a normal push-up. You can even do some core type variations where you're tucking your knees in after the push-up. Again, the whole idea with this is both accessibility, how easy or hard is it to make this happen with the constraints of time, and does this actually make the exercise harder? In this case, it definitely does. For our leg exercises, what we favor with a series of straps would be single leg exercises. When you shift your weight onto one side of your body, it becomes significantly more difficult, and with that in mind, we can incorporate a lot of lunging variations and single leg squatting variations that we like a lot. All right, so some examples of that would be a split squat. All right, progressing to maybe a single leg deadlift, or a single leg squat, or a single leg deadlift. You can do a curtsy lunge to work the abductors, or you can incorporate even a lateral lunge where you're moving out to the side. Again, the question with this is, how do we make this harder? Simply walk it in a little bit. Allow you to get down a little bit farther. Or for lunging variations, we could even do something like feet on a step adding some power. And in our subsequent videos, we're going to give you a couple ways to progress each of these once your client is able to, reach maybe 20 reps of body weight, and that is your TRX in Jungle Gym demo.